In a world of imagination and mystery, you alone write your destiny. Will you be good? Will you be evil? Neutral? Chaotic? Will you be lawful? When it comes to adventure, it's all on the table.
Welcome back. We're about ready to continue our adventures here in Clearwater. And so far, the massacre includes but one lonely camp counselor. Her mind shattered, her face frozen in a visage of terror, her body a complete rictus as the creature's psychic wave has torn her life completely from her. What do you do?
And stay going. Well, we showed him. Everyone okay?
So maybe everyone should gather in the main middle section.
There is no safety. If here wasn't safe, then there. No, yeah, you're right. We should gather in the middle. Are you all right? And I'm gonna turn around and start to help Alice to her feet.
Did you not hear the description?
Oh shit.
Oh, we thought you were talking about.
Oh.
Well, unless I can stabilize, but no, she's gone. Yeah.
So Alice didn't make it.
All right. Well, not that I'm complaining, but did any of y'all do that? 'Cause that wasn't me.
No, he got what he came for and he left. Dick.
Looking out the window, is the sun rising, or did he target one person, came, killed them, and bounced?
As you look at your clocks, the sun should be rising, but it is dark. It is very dark.
Oh, double dick. I hate him.
I don't like this one bit. Right, well...
Actually, before doing that...
Smurg, can you give me a hand here? We should not, Here, and I'm gonna start to, pick Alice's body.
Give me a second here. I'm gonna give her quick last rites. Tilts the flask up to her lips for one last drink for the road. And
the liquor dribbles across the lips and down her frozen cheek.
Well, he'll be able to smell her, so he'll be able to guide her on her way.
We don't need these people.
Good luck, kid.
We don't need these people staring at the body of their friend.
I know.
Let's get her into one of these side rooms before there's a panic.
And Smurg, come back here. I'm going to bandage up your wounds.
Smurg would much appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. This was her room, right? Down here?
This one, up the one just up above it.
This one here. Yeah. I'm gonna pick up her body and as gracefully as I can, although from your description it doesn't sound like there's much grace to be had when it comes to dealing with this particular body. I'm gonna carry her and lay her in her bed.
All right. It brings you a tiny bit of solace to put her to rest. But at the same time, you can't help but wonder, how safe are you?
That's not my priority. These people are the priority.
Well,
Right. This is officially a survival scenario. If we didn't know that before, we know that now. The whatever that thing was coming for her. Can anyone think of any reason why? Did she do anything to any, I don't know, weird old bones she found in the woods recently? Did she curse the name of an ancient sailor? Did she forget to sneeze at the right time?
She was the one we were called here to initially guard and protect, right?
Correct.
Correct. However, Ned speaks of, but wasn't Brenda killed first, and then Mr. Old Coats?
Well, we don't know the order.
Well,
We
But-
don't know the motive.
if they were after her, wouldn't they have gone after her first?
Exactly. It's like they're killing indiscriminately.
He crossed
I think
that
it's more
room.
likely some deranged counselor or creature is attacking the counselors and anyone else who comes to this land.
he's doing it for a purpose. I don't know what the purpose is, though. It's not a sacrifice. But you saw the way those limbs were laid out. It's the same way that Brenda's limbs were laid out. He didn't have a chance to do it to Alice because we were here. But certainly he's trying to do something. I have no idea what, though. And Smirk, here, buddy. I'm going to cast something here quick. Numbnuts, look. What? Are you not even... Wake the F up just for a minute. And cure light wounds on you.
I'm gonna go over to the window that this creature came in through.
Yep. Big plate glass window.
Smashed.
Oh, yes.
It came in corporeally.
Oh, yes.
Then our barricade does have a chance of offering some help. I'm gonna.
Alright, so you get 8 hit points back. That's what I've got for now. I'm down to 2 first level spells and 1 second level, just as a meta thing.
Yeah.
Do we need to re-secure this back point of entry now?
That's what I'm imagining. I think.
You know, the fact that he was able to teleport just makes me feel like we should all just leave.
Smurg, your boat idea is looking better and better to me. We know now that, I mean, not that it was ever in doubt, but we know now that it was none of us here in this room who caused that, unless one of y'all's been messing around with demonic rituals that you should surely not have been. In which case, I don't blame you. We've all been there, but now's the time to fess up.
So, are you sure you counselors that have been here for a while have never sat around the campfire telling stories? You said that Mr. Coates had the best campfire stories. Was he not in any of them?
Well, there was the one where he was talking about, we thought he was joking, but he was talking about the end of last summer when he saw a big fireball in the sky and coming down near camp. And he said that he found his old dog all chopped up and splayed out like old Mr. Coates.
And you did not find this pertinent to share up until now? This feels. Sorry, I'm letting my emotions get the better of me.
Right.
Has there been any other history of mysterious murders or unexplainable deaths occurring on these grounds? Perhaps during a certain night.
Uh, absolutely not.
The animal that was killed, that wasn't on a Friday the 13th?
Well, old Mr. Coates didn't say.
Of course.
And Lexi, when you were up there wrestling with him, you didn't feel like that might be a mask you could pull off, and it was an old oil baron trying to get back to the mine or something like that. It
I
wasn't.
mean, he was physical. He was real. He was as corporeal as you and I, but he was strong. I am used to bar fights and getting my hands dirty. And you saw me carrying things. I ain't no slouch, but he was
Yeah,
powerful build.
and there's something about him that makes magic, even divine magic, just slide right off him.
Mimio, you've got that way with creatures. You weren't able to discern anything about him.
No, and that's very concerning to me. I consider myself a monster hunter, and I'm feeling more like I am being monster hunted,
Yeah,
and I don't like that.
this ain't.
Well, there's no use still doing this job if we ain't going to get paid. Because we ain't going to get paid. The one we were supposed to protect got killed.
We got paid partial to come out here, but it ain't.
At this point, it's not a matter of pay. For me, it's a matter of survival.
There ain't no time for 3 days. There's no sending stones here. There's no communication with the outside world. The only person knows we're here is an old lady who talks about portents and dreams. I don't think anybody's coming to help us. We are the help.
Well, and also, if you might look outside, it's still dark even though it should be day. I'm not sure time is actually passing, or if it is, it's doing so in a weird way, and that's never good. Mostly, I'm just kind of pissed that he killed Alice and would like to get some vengeance. So let's figure out a way to kill this mofo and actually do that.
I'm on board with vengeance.
Yeah.
Uh,
See, Lexi's with me.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
Here,
profit and
after a little
vengeance.
guys,
Yeah.
makes me think of something else. There's this weird old book I found in one of the cabins. Anyway, he pulls it out, and it's thick, but you kind of notice that the covers are kind of collapsing, as if some of the pages are missing. It's called "The Thing That Should Not Be," and he starts just pawing through the book and has various notes and side margins. And a quick review of the book shows that there's an entire section that's been torn out, although some of those leaves are kind of stuck in the back. And some of those pages describe creatures called aberrant horrors. The page goes on to explain that aberrant horrors do not possess humanoid psyches, and as such are immune to psychic assaults. And another one of the missing book's pages explains that aberrant horrors have a wave of madness that flows off of them that can incapacitate their foes.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Does it say how to kill them?
Those pages seem to be missing.
Funny that. Hey, can I take a look at that book?
Sure.
Thanks. I take a look at the handwriting in the notes and the margins. How would you describe that handwriting?
Kind of juddery and hurried.
as though, would you describe it as camp counselor-ish?
I,
Is there a
mean, how
name
even would
in
you
the-
describe counselors, right? I mean,
Yeah, fair enough. Does it seem like a old and practiced, someone who's used to writing a lot, like a scribe or a scholar, or does it look like someone making quick notes in a unpracticed hand?
again, that would be hard to distinguish.
Okay, fair enough. I've got some ideas, but all right. Do you mind if I flip through this? Thanks. I start looking through the notes, seeing if there's anything else that will help us.
No, I've given you all the high points.
Okay. Eh,
Where again did you say you had found this?
One of the old cabins.
could you?
Where campers used to live.
Well, yeah, I can only imagine.
Oh, and is this, by the way, like a scholarly text, or is this like a novel?
Well, it's certainly not a novel.
Okay.
And given some of the hyperbolic writing within it, you're not certain how scholarly it is.
Okay.
Is there any sort of name written in it that would indicate who wrote this, or maybe a year?
No.
No information in the author. Okay.
And it doesn't.
When
seem
was
like-
it you said you when was it you said you found this?
Couple days ago.
And how long ago was that fireball?
Uh,
That was
Like-
years.
well, no, it was the end of last summer, he said.
So a year.
Well, 6-8 months. Or
Yeah.
5 months. However long the camp has been closed over the winter.
So this is the first instance of whatever this creature is being here in this place with these people. So it's not tied into any previous camper or counselor's history necessarily.
Well, it sounds like maybe one of the students or one of the campers brought this with them, and maybe summoned it, or did something at the end of last year that brought it around. If they had this book and then they left the book behind, maybe they tore out the pages with the summoning ritual in it and thought, "Oh, this will be a fun lark." Or maybe one of the camp counselors. Oh God, that's probably it. One of the camp counselors pissed them off. Were there any students last year that felt like they were being picked on or seemed like whiny little brats?
Well, there's always a few of those every year.
Did any of them live in the cabin where you found the book?
Random roll of randomness. Not that I recall.
Okay.
What if it's connected to the lady who called us here initially to watch her daughter?
Well, why would she send us then?
I'm implying that she could have had some sort of connection to the camp. Either she was a counselor or on the staff role here during the previous summer and was witness to this fire in the sky event or whatever this strange event was.
In his campfire tale, did the old groundskeeper mention where this fireball had landed?
A little bit off to the west.
As in,
But on the campgrounds?
He wasn't really clear. He was mostly just talking about his dead dog.
And where was the dog found?
I don't remember.
The place that it fell, though, was, it looks like, kind of the area where we first ran into our first victim and her ghost as well, or her spectral apparition form, whatever it was. I'm not one to claim to know exactly what I saw, but it might be worth returning to investigate that space. Because it doesn't seem like holding up in a cabin is going to get us anywhere. And in fact, there might be other cabins or buildings of interest that we could investigate. Anything that might give us some clue as to where those missing pages could be.
Could be nice to give Brenda her last rites as well. We did leave there in a bit of a hurry. I know that's not our priority right now, but
I already did a ritual. Her soul is at peace, should be at peace now.
thank you for that.
Yeah. All right. So, sorry.
I would not complain about a moment to catch my breath here in
Yeah.
the relative barricaded safety.
Yeah, 'cause Smurg is still pretty beaten up, and I'm low on there's only so many times in a day I can get away with waking up Bacchus without him getting grumpy. So, maybe we should take a break, rest for a while, and I can throw some more healing on Smurg, and then.
So we should all head back inside.
I don't know if we can do more than an hour. I would not.
I'd like about 4, if that's okay.
We don't know how long it's gonna take for Stabby McStabberson to decide that one of us is next on the menu.
I didn't actually get any rest last night, is the problem.
Yeah.
So the question is, do you want to do a short rest, or are you going to risk it for a long rest?
Well, it would be actually half of a long rest for most folks. So I
Yeah.
can do it in 4 hours. But it's up to what everyone wants to do.
Yeah, all right. Let's try to take shelter within a cabin. I feel like that's the safer option than traipsing around in the woods
Yeah.
haphazardly with an injured party member.
If you want, we can go to the cabin where the kid was that had this book, and you can search around while I rest for a while. Compromise?
We probably shouldn't return to one of the cabins that we've already been attacked in with a dead body still present.
Yeah. I'm comfortable with that. Can you tell us which cabin it was that you found this book in originally?
Yeah, it was one of the other large cabins.
Well, that's good. That's it's closer to where we found Brenda anyway. So yeah, let's head down there, and then you can do your trance,
Mm-hmm.
and we can all survive this.
All
All right.
right.
Interestingly enough, this cabin looks an awful lot like the one that you were just in. Very similar floor plan.
Yeah,
Funny that.
they've got consistent design. I respect that.
It was the same architect.
Yeah. Right. Well,
All right.
idle hands and all that. All you counselor folk, why don't you help me making this place? We saw that it required physical action for it to come into the building, so physical defenses are going to be useful for us. So all y'all.
All right. Before you do, let me come here for a drink, and I'll talk to the big guy, see if I can get us some healing, and then I'll take my nap.
I could surely use a drink.
Yes. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll my last 3 spell slots. The first one will be for Smirk, then Lexi, then me.
Okay.
So, first one. So that's should be 14 for Smurg, then 8 for Lexi.
Thank you kindly.
And 8 for me. And then I'm spent.
Get your rest now. We might have need of you again before too long.
All right, night-night. And she'll go and basically curl up in a corner and meditate.
All right, so that leaves the 3 of you on watch. And so, Lexi, give me a perception check.
I will do my best. Perception. 15!
All right, Smurg.
I will do my darndest. 17, better than Lexi.
Hey!
And Mimio.
Yeah, so you want me to roll perception as well? I'm in the kitchen getting a drink.
This is over many hours. We're talking about shifts here. Smurg taking the first shift, or Lexi taking the first one, Smurg taking the second, and you're taking the last shift as you're covering for Ellendale.
It is just about 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So give me that perception.
Oh, you need me to click that? Okay, sorry.
All right.
It's not fantastic, is it?
It's not.
It is not
However,
fantastic.
It passes without incident.
Oh, thank
Hey.
And at the end of that 4 hours, Ned comes up and, or Jack, pardon me. I've been running around, and I've found a few more missing pages.
Anything of note?
Well, this is kind of weird, and I don't think this is right. But it says here that the aberrant horror, it can travel the cosmos in a small elliptical ship. It makes made out of a strange, indestructible metal. Who'd have heard of such a thing?
Yeah.
So
that's
this
wacky.
is
So it's not
I don't suppose
from
you've
this
seen
planet?
an otherworldly creature.
Well, yeah, but lots of things are otherworldly creatures that don't travel around in small, indestructible metal ships. I don't suppose you've seen anything like that around.
No.
All right. Then I do have to say something, and I'm going to hate myself for saying this, but if I were trying to hide something like that, I might stick it someplace like in the old abandoned mine. Has anyone been in there in a while?
Well, some of us go in there, but, just to get out of line of sight, a little bit of light smooching.
No, trust me, I know Good for you. Good for you. I'm very proud of you. You have something hidden deep inside you. Anyway, great. I don't suppose you saw anything like that in there.
No, the cave goes way deep, and it
Uh,
smells bad if you go too far in.
does it the elliptical? Uh, shoot. Actually, I'm not sure if this is even a relevant question. Did I get that?
Do you think that's even something we would need to look for as the creature's potential spacecraft? Because
These
I'm not
pages,
entirely sure how that could help us.
These pages tell us that we can never be rid of it until its source is destroyed, and that source would be, I assume, in its pod or whatever the hell this thing is.
Yeah, and also oftentimes, if it traveled here in something, it might have something dangerous to it in there, or at least of a similar power level to it. Just an idea, but probably
And
give
we
us.
think it's in the mine.
I mean, it's a guess. It could be hidden out somewhere in the woods, but it'd be too easy for people to see it.
These pages say that if you get too close, you get sick. Are there any stories of people going into the mines and coming out sick?
Well, one, and she was sick for about 9 months.
Oh my!
Oh,
Well,
I don't think that qualifies as light smooching, but that's just
no.
me.
Well, I mean, they're techniques, but I'll tell you later. Anyway.
Or not. You could not.
All right then. I mean, but trust me, it's worth it. Anyway.
Oh my.
So, yeah. So, if you get too close to the ship, you get sick.
That's what they say.
Does it say any way to protect you from that?
I mean, on these few pages, it's just a couple of scribbles. I'm not one for the book learning. So maybe one of y'all can make more out of this, but from what I can gather,
It might be entirely possible or necessary to send out one or more, maybe 2 people to investigate the mine. I mean, we're so close.
Yeah.
Do we have any volunteers willing to go check it out? While we got 4 of us. Is it possible to? I know splitting up is always kind of a bad idea, but
Well,
two of us could watch some of the counselors in the cabin.
Berg will go.
I'm proper slippery, so I'm happy to go into a place that's
I'm not so worried about your slipperiness. Is your do you get sick a lot?
You question my sea legs?
Not so much that. I'm questioning if this thing makes people sick, how well are you going to survive against that? Because I know I'm okay. I'm fine most of the time, but I'll catch a cold. There's a reason why I don't hang out in places with lots of pollen anymore.
I did my time nauseous stomachs on the high seas. I can handle myself.
All right. In that case, Mimeo and I will stay here with counselors. You go check that out, and worst comes to worst, we'll try and get everyone out.
All right.
Although I'm not going to be able to outrun this thing even if we do get away.
Smurg, I just need you to know that if we get in trouble, I'm trusting you to fend for yourself, and I'm getting the hell out of there.
Oh, just don't stab me in the back.
I never would.
All right. At this point, we need to ask either Smurg or Lexi to share their screen so that we can follow their adventures.
Yeah. I am happy to do so.
Aw.
If I can figure out how to do that. Is that the, nope, that's a file.
Okay, so I need to
Button.
unshare mine then, huh? Let me know. Oh, excellent.
It's gonna take me a sec. Should be this one. Can you see that? Is that working?
When you're in Video Ninja, down at the bottom there are several. There's a little toolbar.
Yeah. No,
Far-
my firewall is preventing it. I have to.
I can share mine.
I would have to quit. I would have to quit and reopen
All
my
right.
Chrome.
Well, if we get Smurg to share it, then that
Yeah.
works too.
Good.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Then and there, I believe that the two of you can see the new screen, the new map.
Yes, I can.
You're standing outside of a cave.
Well, I don't particularly want to do this, but let's get in there.
All right. Give
Push
me
up
a
my sleeves a
moment.
little.
I need to move your tokens to a different map, so stand still. All right.
I can see nothing.
Yeah, I was just realizing that for some reason didn't carry over onto this map. So, and then Lexi. All right. There, you should have your night vision.
I cannot see anything, but that is fair because I don't have dark vision.
All right. You want to light a torch?
I'm gonna light a torch.
All right, we can do that.
And let's remember, we are here for recon only. We find something, we go get the others, right?
Yep.
All right. There is a dank smell that emanates from this cave, mostly water and maybe a bit of mildew. As you approach this area, hang tight. You're getting a little ahead of the DM in terms of their ability to scroll through their notes.
Beg your pardon?
But let's see here. Whoops. Oh, I had the wrong file open. Ha ha ha. No wonder I couldn't find it. Right. Where are we at? All right. As you get into this area that you've just come around the corner to, it ends in a dead end. There's a 15-foot high ledge that you can just kind of see through up at the top. That's maybe perhaps a way through.
I got rope in my pack. Give you a leg up.
Just give me a boost, yeah.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Up we go.
It continues on this side, but it's pretty tight squeeze. I don't know if they'd be able to get a indestructible metal object through there or anything like that.
Here, I toss up some rope. Hold on to that.
I very quickly tie a bowline knot on the nearest rock. Sailor back
climb up.
around.
All right. As you're looking around, as Smurg is working his way up and through, as you look back this way, looks like a relatively recent rock slide has blocked that passage.
That's
And as you
suspicious.
look that way, you see a few stalactites sticking up out of the ground.
This feels...
You thinking that this would be difficult terrain to pass through.
Just want to keep my eye for any drag marks, any
Give me a survival
deliberately
check.
covered tracks, that sort of thing. I am not good at that. Cha. Hey, I'm proficient in it. I got a 7.
No,
It's a
you
very
don't see.
polite 7.
You see nothing. Absolutely see nothing.
Right, well, no way but forward, right?
After you.
Step through. This looks like it's...
Yeah. This is a pit that goes down 20 feet.
Holy cow. I am glad I lit this torch. I would be paced, I think.
Smurg. You see gleaming metal object here.
I think we found it.
This counts as something.
Do we want to just try to break it?
No, we get the hell out. We touch this thing, it's coming down on us, and I do not fancy our odds with just the two of us. We get the hell out of here as quick as we came in, and we get the others.
All right, Smurg begins to run off.
All right, and you go out the way you came in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Then I will return you to the main cabin. You can leave your tokens there and there. And we are back.
We split the party in a horror campaign and didn't die! At least so far. We don't know what transpired while we were gone.
Has there been any update since they've been gone, or have we passed the time quietly?
You have
reveling in some
time
peace.
quietly. And to bear in mind that it's not fun for you or for me to chop you into little pieces separately. And probably less fun for the audience, too.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you do?
We found this so described indestructible metal object. Now I didn't feel any of the kind of sickness that the pages describe. Maybe you have to spend more time with it before you start truly getting sick. But it was not.
Well,
It was not
it says
anything to write
something
home
about
about.
you have to reveal the crystal for it to be toxic, I think.
That's true. We did no such revelation.
So,
But
well,
Did it look in any way vulnerable or destructible?
we didn't really
Uh,
stick around long enough.
yeah, we found it and decided to come back to you.
I mean,
Okay.
it was nothing I've ever seen. It was smooth, no tool marks, no visible craftsmanship. I mean, if that thing came through a crash, then
About
I wouldn't have known it.
about how large was it? Did you say it was smallish in nature, or was it as large as, say, a person? Was it as large as the creature?
It was about the size of a lifeboat, small skip, something, you know, could be some kind of. I mean, I'm sure if it's hollow, you put in the water, it'll float. Some kind of small boat.
Okay.
No visible sails, no visible anything. But
We gotta get rid of it, don't we?
well,
well, it seems to have attracted some kind of slasher. So
well, attracted her. I think the slasher came in it. So, yeah,
that's the worst option.
yeah. Well, let's go take a look.
See what it does.
Yep. So kids, ready for a field trip?
No, I don't want to go.
Would you rather be here alone when
All
that
right, we're
thing
coming.
came back? That's what I thought.
So
All right.
all of the counselors are going to tag along with us. This is a full group invasion.
Yep.
Who knows? They might prove themselves useful. Throw rocks.
All right, give me a moment here while I get all your tokens moved over.
I want to be very clear. This is Dana saying this and not Ellen Deal, but it'll be very useful as a blade of armor and. Sorry.
As a human shield?
Yes.
Is that what you're implying?
As a literal human shield.
We're all gonna die of radiation poisoning. That'll be fun.
All
Haven't
right.
died of radiation poisoning before.
Mimio, can you see on this screen?
I cannot.
All right, so the problem is ongoing. Let me grant you some.
Oh, wait a
magic.
minute. I'm sorry. I wasn't zoomed into the correct area. I have it.
Yeah.
Okay, you do see on this screen?
I can see
Yep.
on the screen.
All right, cool. What do you do?
All right, back this way.
We're going to follow you all.
We put some rope. Should be able to get ourselves through.
Is the rope still there?
The rope is still there.
I'll go first.
All right.
You got this, Smirk. I'll go next.
When you make it up, I yell boo.
I can see in the dark, Smirk.
All right, who's going next?
Go ahead, Mimi.
I suppose.
I've got
Right.
I've got the torch. I'll keep up there. Or well, I'll let the are the counselors coming through this portion, or are they?
Yeah, they are. I'm going to put out a single token to represent them.
Yeah, I will. Forgot to drop the accent when I was talking out of character. I will genuinely take up their ear
Right.
make sure that nothing's coming from behind.
Then the counselors are through, and so are you then.
Excellent.
Has anything changed in the last 15 minutes or however long it's been?
15, 20 minutes yet. Nope, not so far.
So we can keep making our way back. I'm going to let the ones that explored it earlier kind of take the lead.
Yeah, y'all hang to the back, and if you see anything, don't be quiet about it. Oh, also, there's a huge ass pit. Don't fall in that. I almost
I will
did.
try and avoid that. Thanks.
Here's our prize.
Well,
I reach out and touch it.
It's cold and metallic.
you don't
Is
see one of
there-
those every day.
Is there any way to get inside?
If you climb a little bit on top, there's a strange glass bubble that is propped open.
I crawl inside.
All right. Well, then there's a seat of sorts, and in front of you there's an array of little blinking crystals and metallic switches. And behind the seat, there is a glowing green crystal. And you think about it, it's the same color as the shower of sparks that took the creature away when you were fighting it in the big cabin.
Sounds useful.
I grab the crystal.
Snatch it.
Okay. And immediately, as you grab it, you can feel it growing a bit warmer.
Okay. And I try to yank it.
It comes out of the mechanism quite easily.
You're just holding it and it's heating up in your hands.
Or rather, it's making your hands feel warm.
You okay in there?
I found it and I toss it out.
All right.
I dive for cover.
It clinks on the ground.
All this trouble for something so small? I don't feel sick.
All right, everyone get around the corner.
Over the way we came in?
Yeah.
Are we exiting?
Wait, I'm gonna blow this thing up.
Oh, so like back off is what you're telling me.
Yeah, you don't get in the blast radius.
But you will be?
I'm just gonna peek around the corner. I should have pretty good cover. I need to see it to hit it.
All right.
So you're going to attempt to blow it up.
So the crystal is sitting here on the ground where we tossed it out.
I hate to do this, but actually I take out one of my short swords. Oh no, because I don't want to damage it that way. Why didn't you throw it the other direction? All right.
Look, do you want it somewhere else? I don't mind moving it. It doesn't seem that dangerous.
Yeah. If you could throw it, the other direction a little bit further from me, or Smurg could because he's already touched it, or they've already touched it.
I just walk over and
And you can huck it against that wall over there. That would also do
gently, kind of gently nudge it with my foot down into this general area.
Okay.
Is that good?
That's good. and I will just basically peek around the corner and hit it with the sacred fire. Sacred flame.
Okay. Go ahead and let's see. Sacred Flame. That's a dex, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it needs to avoid. It needs to make a dex saving throw.
Sacred Flame can only target creatures, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang it. Well, I should have known that.
Oh, we know it's not a creature.
Yeah. I do not want to waste a level 2 spell, and those are the only combat spells I've got right now.
I mean,
So
you're just trying to break it, right?
Yeah, if you want to hit it with an arrow or something.
I'll do you one better. And I pull out a dagger and I just huck it as hard as I can. Like, this is not a spinning thrown dagger that is precise. This is a sharp object thrown very quickly. That is the only way that Lexi does damage with daggers.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I will. As he does that, I will again dive behind the cover.
That is a 22 to hit.
That is a 22 to hit.
First solid roll I've had all game. Throwing a dagger as hard as I can at a radioactive crystal.
All right. How much damage did you do?
I did 4 points of piercing damage.
All right. Sparks fly off the crystal. You can see it chipping and cracking.
But we haven't broken it yet.
But you haven't broken it yet.
They said
Smurg,
fragile.
give me a perception check before anyone moves. Maybe you'll put yourself back.
Oh, okay.
Six. Oh yeah.
All right. You are surprised. Oh, yes, you are. As the slasher crawls out from behind some rocks. All right. Everyone is surprised, so it's the slasher's turn. Oh, why did that not open the character sheet? Why you're not opening the character sheet? Because I'm using the wrong key. That's why. All right. Again, much as it's wont to do, it strikes out with its machete. This time missing Smurg. You know it to be mortal now. However, that was one of its 3 arms. 2 of its other arms reach out to grab and crush you. That will hit. Give me a athletics check, because you're to escape being grappled.
15.
You do, if only just barely. You felt its muscular arms beginning to constrict and crush around you. You're certain it would have hurt had you not been able to drop and roll away. Smurg, you are surprised as Elendil. At the top of the turn, everyone may act. What do you do? You've got a partially damaged crystal here, and you've got a psychotic killer the other direction.
So, and I'm correct that I can't cast more than 1 spell in a turn, even if one's a bonus action?
That is correct.
Okay.
You can kind of get around that if one of them is a cantrip.
Oh, yeah, in that case. Absolutely. I will step forward so I can see both of them. I think that's. I think I can see both of them from here. I will first cast a cantrip of Sacred Flame on the big guy, on the Aberrant Horror.
Okay.
And that's he has to make a dex save of 13.
Which he does.
Okay.
He twists and turns. So that's an all or nothing spell, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, and it's just a cantrip.
All right.
And then I say, all right, big guy, I'm going to actually need the sacred weapon now. So if you could just send it on down, I'd really effing appreciate it. Thank you. And there's a sound of of breaking glass and a basically a broken beer bottle glowing in blue light floats about a foot above the crystal and slams into it with doing, let's see.
Is this spiritual weapon?
Spiritual weapon.
All right. Roll to hit.
The crystal, okay.
Yeah. You still have to aim it.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know if this is going to actually... No, it doesn't. It's not going to roll for me. So...
all right. It's because it's your melee attack.
Okay, so it's... 20 plus... and it's with my spellcasting... Yeah, spellcasting bonus. Wait, no. Is it plus spellcasting bonus to hit, or not at all?
It should be a spell attack to hit, so it should
Yeah.
be proficiency plus your cleric, so plus wisdom.
Right, okay. So that would be a 25.
Woo!
Natural 20.
Roll damage then.
Okay, and that's...
Thank you.
12.
12. All right. More sparks. Little pieces of the crystal flake off. You can see a large crack in it now, but it is still whole. I
Yeah,
believe that's your action, your bonus action.
that
So-
was my bonus action.
All right. Neo.
Okay. I am at the point where I'm questioning whether my priority should be assisting Smurg in any way I can by moving forward to take a shot at the monster, or if that strange potential power source crystal is more worth my time to attack. Because has the creature shown any sort of weakness or damage inflicted every time we've attacked its crystal power source?
Not that you've been able to see.
Okay, it's just something inside me tells me that if we're able to crack that and destroy that might be beneficial to our goal here. So can I move over here? And am I within range then of the fragmented crystal, or the
It's here. What do you mean by in range?
Well, can I attack it and try to break it into little pieces?
Okay, so you're talking about a melee attack.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay.
Mm.
As you get next to it, you feel radiant damage seeping into your system. And you take, 6 points of radiant damage.
Oh, so it's hurting me. Youchies. Well, I feel like I'm going to use this opportunity to attack it with my short sword.
All right, please do. All right, that will hit. And it's technically prone, so you would get advantage, but its AC is kind of low, so we'll only deal with that. All right, more sparks and fragments chip off of it. It's nearly destroyed, but there's still a small piece joining it together.
Okay.
All right. Anything else, Mimio?
I can't hit it immediately right away again, so I guess I'm just stuck right here. But I would like to maybe call my teammates' attentions to getting away from the creature.
Okay. The counselors are certainly moving that way. All right. The thing, the creature, having failed with its great strength, will simply double down on its attack. Its first one missing. Its second one hitting, though, slashing into you, Smurg, for 9 points of slashing damage. Smurg, you may act.
We are right at the edge of that drop, aren't we?
No, the drop is way back here.
I thought this was a ledge right here.
Oh, that's a ledge up. You have to
Okay.
climb up to get.
We had to climb up from the other way. This would be a ledge down.
Yeah, no, it's and you climb up the wall through a tiny hole and drop down. So the
Okay.
hole is above you.
All right.
There's a drop here.
All right, then I will enter a rage as my bonus action and reckless attack because that's what barbarians do.
That is what barbarians do. God damn it!
There was a roar in the sound effect, like
What?
All right, that will sadly hit.
What? Are you kidding me?
All right, anything
Wow.
else, Berg?
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
but that was excellent.
Lexi.
yeah, so Lexi is standing here holding a torch, can't see in the dark. She hears the sounds of abject, reckless failure coming from just beyond the shadows. And is going to shout to the counselors, stay away from the green thing, and run to assist Smurg. And I'm gonna draw rapier and my other dagger, because I've still got a dagger that's on the floor by Mimio. And I'm gonna... Well, let's just start... Wait, I was here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You said this was difficult terrain, correct?
Yes, right through
So
here.
I have to bonus action dash to get in range, so just my rapier attack. Boop.
That will hit.
And that is a natural 20 for a 25.
Please roll damage.
Cha-cha-cha-cha.
You click on the word
Oops,
rapier.
I clicked
right.
the wrong button. There we go. That
Didn't have your sneak attack nor your crit damage.
that is correct.
I also
Yeah.
So
that I didn't get my crit damage for when I attacked the crystal earlier.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I did? Okay. Thank you.
All right.
and 7 additional points of damage for
All
sneak
right.
attack. And that is my action, bonus action, and movement. So,
Oh, your sneak
actually,
attack should have been doubled too.
That's true. So 14. Ooh, playing a rogue is fun. So that's 24 points of damage. No, 31 points of damage. Because it's the 7 on
Right.
the die doubled plus the 7 on the other die doubled plus 3. Yeah. That's
All
a big number. Oh my
It is
gosh.
a big number. Your rapier
Uh,
sinks into the creature. A little blood wells out, but you feel resistance as you push it in. It's not doing quite as much damage as you think it ought to. Anything else, Lexi?
extraterrestrial piece of trash, and I'm gonna kick off of it and push back and use my fancy footwork to get a couple feet away from it.
All right,
Prompting opportunity attacks.
which is what rogues do.
Yeah.
All right, Elendil.
Well, I'm going to start off with my bonus action using my sacred weapon to smash this thing again.
All right, roll that hit. You do. Roll damage.
7.
All right. It breaks and flashes into great blinding light. And unfortunately, Mimio is still right next to it and takes an additional 4 radiant damage as the crystal turns into showering green embers that dance and then fade away as they burn into nothing.
All right. Then for
And
my
at that moment, the creature down the hall howls in utter rage. You may now continue your turn.
I am going to basically Elendil draws the 2 short swords at her side, flips them around, and just starts stalking towards this thing, prepared to go a little man-id on it. And I think
Okay.
it's about there.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Because of the difficult terrain, you're back there.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I realize that if this thing is used to sitting next to radiant damage, perhaps the radiant damage isn't going to hurt it.
How's the rock?
Gone.
Go work.
Anything else, Elendil?
That's my turn.
Mimio.
Okay. Am I able to line up a clear shot if I were to move sort of minimally, like right here? Am I able to?
Yeah, if you can see it, you can see it.
Okay. Then 40 feet down the cave line, or actually maybe I'll move in even just a little bit closer. 25 feet away. This is where I'm going to attempt to volley another arrow at this creature. Now that perhaps the source power is destroyed, hopefully. Let's see what happens if I take another whack at him with my longbow.
Okay. No. Your arrow clips against one of the stalactites that's making this terrain difficult and skitters off and into an unknown direction.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Mimio?
No. It's apparently too hard to get a shot here. I might have to move in and attempt to ready another one.
How much you move? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I moved from I don't know how to demonstrate, but
You were here.
Yeah,
So-
it's back there.
So yeah, you can't move any further than that this turn.
Okay. Was I over here?
No. You were here. That this is as far as you could get in the turn.
Okay.
The counselors gonna hide over here.
Next to the radiation.
Throw rocks.
All right. They're counselors. Who knows how bright they are? All right. It again howls, and waves of madness pulsate off of its body. And each of you need to make a intelligence saving throw, or take psychic damage. Well, you will take psychic damage, but is it full psychic damage or half psychic damage?
Once more, I offer you a very polite 9.
17.
Holy cow! I made it.
Mimio, we're waiting on you.
Sorry, I'm looking for intelligence on the list. Okay. Oh,
And
I don't
saving
like
throws are just to the right of the attributes. There's a special. Whoa. All right. That's
Yeah.
less than good. Give me a second here. So 13 to Mimio and Lexi, and 6 to the other two.
Oh no, I'm really getting down. I'm really hurt.
That's not good. How are the counselors looking?
We're
Are
great!
they out of range?
Yeah, they were out of range.
Thank
Or
you.
else they would have been DED dead.
They would have been paced. Cool.
Alright, Smurg.
Smurg will make a reckless attack. Shocker, I know. Smurg brings their axe above his head. 22 to hit.
22 will, in fact, and indeed hit.
Yay!
Smurg brings the
Oh.
variety.
12 points of slashing damage.
Alright. As you know, this
14, because I'm raging.
14, so that's... Alright. Again, not as effective as you think it should be. This creature
I agree,
has
it should be more effective.
Lexi. Lexi?
Oh, I don't like this. But so right here is a series of blockages, right? I can't get through
Right.
them.
Actually, no. You can get through here and here. You just haven't been those directions. You're not sure what's there.
Yeah. Okay. I don't like how tightly closed in we all are. So I'm gonna do my attack and retreat. So I'm gonna weave my way through these stalactites, rapier, stab the beast.
Do that thing.
That is a natural 1. Natural
Okay.
20 to natural 1. We love to see it.
Give me a d20 roll. You're looking for anything but a natural one at this point.
That is a d20 roll. That is a 9 on the d20.
Right. Nothing untoward happens from your fumble.
Oh, we love to see it. And then I'm gonna try to spread us out a little bit and push through this way.
All right.
All right.
Ellendale.
Yeah.
So, Mimio, how badly hurt do you look right now?
I'm barely hanging on here.
There's blood dripping out of her eyes and nose.
All right, all right.
Having a hard time seeing the light at the end of the tunnel here.
Oh, you see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's the
not
problem.
the one I wanna. Not the one I wanna. Yeah.
All right,
So
come over there. Look, I know you want to hit the snooze button, but and just heal.
all I can do is react by pushing myself back up against the wall
No,
because I'm so desensitized.
I'm casting Cure Wounds on you,
I needed it.
and at level 2. Holy cow, that's the lowest I've ever seen.
Every bit helps.
So that's 5, and then plus another 4, so 9.
I get to heal by 9.
You heal 9 points. Should have been way more than that.
That was a very pathetic roll.
Yeah.
I like my odds better at 11 than 2.
So yeah, that was 2 1s. Oh well.
Ellendale, so that was your action.
And then for my other action, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon up 20 feet closer to me.
5, 10, 15, 20. All right. I know approximately where it is.
Yep.
What I'm going to do, so that you have something to move around, it was there, 5, 10, 15, 20. There. And I'm going to mark that with that little dot.
Okay.
And that's your spiritual weapon. You should be able to move that around.
Excellent. Thank you.
Not a problem. Mimio.
Is there a reason why I can't see much more on the map than...
Yeah, it's because I took the torch. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm basically in the dark.
Well, actually, the aberrant is in the light just barely. At least on my map.
Yeah, you can make your way toward the aberrant. And actually, I will have, because this is difficult, the counselors are lighting a torch. That will help slightly.
Yeah, well, it sounds like my options are to stay where I am and wait for death, or huddle in the corner in the back with the other counselors. But perhaps a more worthwhile use of my remaining strength is to sort of venture forward a little bit and kind of get beyond the point where those obstructions were in my path.
Yep, and that's 20 feet of movement at this point. You've got 10 more feet of movement.
Okay. Wow, I can get right next to him.
You can get right next to him.
Can I get right here, just
Yeah.
5 feet from him,
Yep,
and still be able to pop off a shot with my bow?
All right. If you're that close, you're now in melee range, and so you'd be a disadvantage for the bow.
Even better yet, I would like to go for a close shot with my short sword.
Okay.
Because my attack is stronger with that.
All right, then roll that.
Yeah, okay. Best of luck. Oh.
There you go.
Good hit.
And do I get to do the piercing?
You roll damage. All right, 5 points of damage. Again, this thing seems to be resistant to those metallic weapons that you wield.
I realized I should have picked a different second level spell, but when I rested, oh well. Too late now.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I
right.
don't have much in the way of attack spells.
Yeah.
All right, so that's your action. Do you have a bonus action? If not, we're moving on.
Nope.
The counselors huddle more closely, if that's possible.
Hey, they lit a torch, so I'm calling them useful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The slasher.
The slasher.
Is deciding which legendary actions to use. Yeah.
What?
Here's what we're gonna do. All right. It slashes out at you, Smurg, hitting once, hitting twice. For 14 points of slashing damage and then 11 points of slashing damage.
He knew where the real threat was coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And then another wave of madness bursts out from it.
I knew I should have moved back.
All right, so double checking to see who's in range. All right. 'Cause we can't see you. Lexi, you just might be safe because yes, it can't see you. Everyone else, Smurg, Mimeo, and Elendil, intelligence saving throws.
5.
Oh, Mimeo makes it.
Oh,
I
thank goodness.
cannot. I'm going down.
All right. Smurg and Elendil, 10 points of psychic damage.
Oh, I have 1 point left.
Mimeo, you're going to take 5. Lexi, because you just happen to be behind a column of rock, you are safe. All right, Smurg.
4 on my first death saving throw.
Okay. Would you care to recall a memory from your past?
Smurg walking up to the camp thinking this is a bad idea.
All right,
He lives in the now.
Lexi.
Oy vey. Well, that ain't good. I am going to. Well, first of all, I'm going to notice that there's a weird thing down the end of that hall, and I don't like that. And I would like to investigate that at some point in the not-too-distant future. But first, I'm going to get Smurg out of trouble.
All right.
So I'm gonna.
Is Smurg dead though?
He's down.
Smurg is.
You can grab
Bleeding
him
on the
from
ground.
here. You don't need to step that close.
Okay, great. Then I'm gonna just like drag. If I drag Smurg away, is Slashy McSlasherton gonna get opportunity attacks on my down
No,
buddy?
because he's not moving of his own volition.
That is true. Force movement.
Exactly. But you will need to make an athletics check to move him.
Absolutely.
And you
That's a
do.
14.
All right.
Yeah,
so
so I'm
where
gonna
you finish your movement, and I'm going to move him.
Yeah, so half speed dragging somebody. So it was
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, great.
6, 7 to get him
All right.
like thereabouts.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cunning action dash to see what the fuck is this?
All right. When you get to here, the violet fungus spews out its spores, attacking you. Give me a
Oh,
moment.
great.
That sounds totally natural and fine.
Yep.
Oh, the
Yep.
violet fungus aren't entirely natural, and this is their preferred type of environment. Yeah, so that's not the issue. The issue
The
is
main
that
issue I'm seeing is you pulled the dying guy away from the healer.
Yeah, I also pulled the dying guy away from the knife. So
Yeah.
right, it's going to. Oh, it hits on the second one, and 4 necrotic damage.
4 necrotic damage to moi.
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. I'm still standing.
Ellendale. Oh, sorry. Did I cut you off?
And this just looks like a giant pile of relatively natural looking fungus.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just, very, very poisonous fungus.
Gotcha. But not alien in nature.
No. It's possible you've even read about these in textbooks.
Gotcha.
If you read
Well,
textbooks.
With my intelligence score, I don't think I have, but
All right. So, Ellendale.
Right. So, I recall reading on the DM Charlie Discord a whole discussion. By the way, everyone should check out the DM Charlie Discord.
Please do.
I remember seeing a discussion about the idea of using healing potions as a bonus action. And
Sorry, that is not a standard rule as written.
All right, I couldn't remember which side of the debate you were on.
I'm experimenting it within one of my games.
Okay.
We're strict rule as written as possible here.
That's fine. So, what I'm going to do is move. First I'm going to say, oh, for fuck's sake, a little help here and heal myself with my other level 2 healing slot, or spell slot, which means nobody better lose an arm anytime soon. Let's see, now it's that one. Cure Wounds. Cast as second level. And that is... Actually, I have rolled that. You can make me keep that number. I realized that I had already used my second level spell slot, 1 to heal Mimeo, and 1 to cast the sacred weapon. How would you like me to do this?
All right, so you're going to cast it at the lower level?
I have to cast it at first level.
All right, so just go ahead and re-roll that at first level.
Okay. There we go. So that's 5, that's 8 total points back. And which is good. So that brings me up to 9. Then I believe I can move 1, 2, 3. So that's 3, 4 to there. 5, 6, and 7. But I can't heal this turn.
How much movement do you have?
35.
35. Okay.
These are 5 squares?
Yep.
Okay. Did I do that right? Or if I did it wrong, please put me right.
I was expecting you to count to 6 as soon as you counted 7. That's why I was asking how much movement you have. 35. 7 is correct.
Okay. Yeah. Elves, you know. Elves. Anyway,
Elves.
and then as a bonus action, I will move my sacred weapon. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. And presumably next turn it will get there because it's floating. So it doesn't.
No problem with difficult terrain. Yes.
Excellent. Okay, and I think that's about all I can do.
All right, Mio.
Where is the slasher currently? Did they disappear into the dark?
No. But torches have disappeared into the dark. It's still literally right in front of you. You can attack at disadvantage.
I can attack again.
Or you can try and get away.
I think I'm going to. Do you remember? Am I able to use my my prey ability?
Yeah.
I can't remember if it actually provided me with a bonus.
It did.
For targeting.
Yes, it did. It is still a creature.
Okay, well then I guess it makes sense that I would like to try and reach out once more with that bonus in mind, with that ability, and use my short sword attack again.
Okay.
Whether or not I take damage, be damned. Go with my short sword. That's not a particularly great.
All right, you're attacking at disadvantage, so roll that a second time.
A second time.
All right, that will hit. And that's 5 points of piercing damage.
It's hard to tell if this is good or not, good enough or not.
Right. The counselors move forward to provide a little bit of light. All right.
That's excellent. Can I move back now?
Yes, that's true. You still have movement. You can go ahead and
retreat. Can I get not that far?
5, 10. Yeah, that easily done.
Okay.
All right.
I'd like to take even a little bit more. Can I go that far?
Yeah, actually you can. Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I've retreated to a safe distance. Put some bodies between me and the slasher. That is.
5. All right. Elendil, for the first time, you face the slasher face to face. Its machete arms landing slice after slice. The first one is 15 points of damage.
Okay. Oh my god.
The second one is going to be a problem because that's now a 1 failed death saving throw.
It's a critical hit. It's considered 2 death saving throws.
It is not a critical hit.
If she's down, it is. Because she's unconscious.
Oh, that's true. Yep.
And actually, my spiritual weapon goes away.
Yep.
This might be the first time the slasher has actually killed a party. All right. Well, I've read this enough times and it was bound to happen sometime.
Well, like I say, it just was immune to all my spells, and I just didn't have enough healing to keep up with it.
We're not
All
out yet.
right.
We're not done yet.
Smurg.
Big bucks, no whammies. Natural one.
Oh!
You've got one more.
No.
One is 2 failures.
Oh, that's right.
And now one is 2 failures.
Smurg, you pass on to the next life. Okay. Lexi.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom, then.
That's fine.
Was their death at least painless?
Oh god, no.
I kind of figured not.
I am running up to Machete Arms over here, and I'm gonna stab it with my rapier. Kind of teetery on her feet, but
That will hit.
pretending to have some sort of bravado. That is 6 points of piercing damage as she kind of like leans in her body weight behind the rapier and pushes it forward.
All right.
And where was I? I was here, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I continue through the caves this way? Or is
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow a raspberry and just and start running down this way. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Now, are you leaving us behind, or are you trying to draw its attention?
I am trying to draw its attention. I am trying to get this thing to chase me.
Your sacrifice is noted and appreciated.
Elendil.
Yes, this would be a death saving throw.
This will be a death saving throw.
My second one. Here, there we go. I don't even have to count up here. That is a 9, so that is a fail. I'm down. I'm out.
My God.
However, I've got some strong words for someone.
Bacchus is getting an earful tonight.
Yes.
All right. Mimeo.
Wonderful. Okay. I have lost sight of pretty much everybody on the map aside from the counselor here. So,
Save the civilians.
sorry. How?
We can't communicate.
Are you're in another chamber?
I'm like 3 chambers over at this point. I'm trying to get this thing to chase me. You don't know where I am. I don't know where you are.
Oh, cool. Well, basically, I want to come back over here and see if there's any last sort of investigations I can make on the that transport pod or the either the crystal fragments or just is there some investigation I can do over here and was there anything more to this
The
area?
craft is now completely and utterly inert. What little light had been showing in the cabin is now gone and dark.
Cool. Let's see. Then I'm gonna return to my counselor buddy's side, and with no sight of the creature in sight, I'm just gonna count my blessings and hold still here for a moment.
Okay. The counselors will stand next to you. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. Lexi. Its machetes raised once and slammed down on the ground next to you, missing.
Oh my god.
The next one, however, connects for 8 points of slashing damage, opening up your bowels as you slip to the floor, unconscious.
Yeah, that's.
But you'll be
I had
okay,
6 hit
right?
I had 6 hit points, so. Yeah.
This thing just does a ton of damage.
So that was
Calm
an
down.
instant death.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not dead. I'm.
That's
making
not an
death
instant
saves,
death,
but-
no. Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome.
But
Yeah, it's not that big a damage for instant death.
if I roll a nat 20, I could maybe stab it one more time. But
Yeah.
So you'll pull through.
I'll be fine.
Mimeo!
I was not expecting my nat 1 on my death saving throw.
Oh
No,
my
neither
God.
was I.
All right. Well, I'm like not comfortable with sitting here. So I wanna move past this hallway and kind of go check on the area where my friends had been felled before.
All right. The counselors keep up with you?
Am I able to move over here?
Get out.
Yeah.
All right. Mimeo, that's more movement than you have.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because that's why the counselors were able to keep up with you. Actually, you could use your dash action.
I can, and would I be able to get over here then?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give that a try.
All right. The counselors will dash to keep up with you. All right.
Still no sign of the creature in my direct line of sight, though.
That is the creature, just at the edge of the light.
That I'm standing right next to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wonderful. Well, then, having suddenly been confronted with the creature, I do the only thing I
Yeah, that
can
was
think
your
of.
turn. Yeah.
I don't have an attack action here.
No, because it moved to you.
Gotcha.
It moved into the light.
Rad.
It raises its. What is your AC? Mimeo.
Which one is that?
Armor class right next to
14, that will
on the top
miss.
there.
All right, its second attack. That will hit and crashes into you for 13 points.
Oh, that is well over my threshold of damage that I'm able to take and survive. Oh, pardon me.
So we are now in TPK.
Hey, I still have to make death saves. I could roll a nat 20 before it slashes me out.
And thus we come to an unexpected ending of the Camp Clearwater Massacre.
Was it unexpected? It seems like it's ending A,
it
the
pretty much
first
made-
one.
It's right there in the title. I mean,
This was a foreseeable outcome, I will say.
yeah.
I've read this many times, and you're the first. This is the first party that's actually had a player death in this scenario, let alone a total party kill.
So, just out of curiosity, what should we have done different other than roll better?
Have magical abilities?
We
Yeah.
can.
A part of it is also your group was not really tactically minded, so that kind of presents at least part of the problem there.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping that once we took care of the crystal, it would lose some of its resistances.
Oh, it did.
It didn't seem to.
Yeah, it really didn't seem like it helped, especially
it
despite how
totally
many
helped.
attacks the crystals took.
Oh, yeah. No. It would have been worse had you faced it a second time, because it teleported away before it got to use. It got what it wanted. It teleported away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is
So what happens to the world?
Well, here's the interesting thing. Is that you are actually now in a pocket demi-plane. The creature can't leave. So anyone that enters the camp is now its victim.
So it's just going to go on continuing killing here regardless of what they do at the camp. The camp's going to open.
We took care of the crystal. Eventually someone's going to get lucky and take it out.
Yeah, exactly. Because as people come in and start dying in numbers and not coming out, then it will become abandoned. Eventually, a powerful party of adventurers will come in and take it out. But wow, it should have been well within your, as I said, this is the third time I've run it, or more than the third time I've run it.
So just out of curiosity, what were its resistances?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it seemed like it was everything.
Damn near everything.
Yeah.
Let me
certainly
run
physical attacks.
Now, there are magic weapons scattered around this place. So that can help if you go looking for those. Let's see here. So, resistances. Necrotic, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons. Damage immunities, poison, and psychic. Condition immunities, frightened.
But not paralyzed?
But not paralyzed.
So why did my spell fail before?
Does it have advantage on... I think it just made it save.
Yeah, because
you said it didn't make it save, but it's just slippery to magic.
Okay, because I was trying to be tricky with my words there, because it has advantage on all magical saving throws.
Right.
So, had it not rolled well on advantage, it gets two numbers. The first number would have been a failure. The second number happened to be a success.
It was that combined with what we read in the book that said that because its mind is something, it's immune to all.
It's immune to all psychic damage,
all that kind of stuff. And I thought, I'm not even going to try using hold person again because it's just going to be immune. So maybe that would have worked. Who knows? And was it immune to radiant?
No, not at all.
Okay, then I misinterpreted everything. This is my fault.
It is totally not immune to radiant.
Yeah, the three physical fighters and a healer going up against something with resistance to non-magical damage is
Yeah, we
pretty
were
brutal. That was good.
in a
That
rough
was good.
spot from the start.
I've never had a TPK before. That was fun.
Well, in my 40-year career as a DM, this is my third. I don't do it very often, and I certainly don't relish in it. But
I mean, did we
relishing.
even do very much damage to it? Did we have it down very far?
Yeah.
you were actually starting to winnow it in the second fight. You were actually just about ready to bloody it.
Yeah.
You were almost half hit points. But
Dang.
Almost half? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we were not close.
We were not.
I was like, maybe if I had realized that it could take radiant damage, I could have held back and just cast spell. No, there was no way that thing was going down.
Yeah, I think you could have with a little bit more organization.
I think if we had found some of those magic weapons,
you even found one of them.
Yeah.
But you didn't really have the curiosity to go looking.
Yeah.
Were those hidden in the cabins or?
Let's see here. There's a magic bow in one of the tent areas. There's a big ass, and this is a callback to the Living Dead movies. There is a magical chainsaw in an underground chamber underneath the boathouse.
The boathouse. Should have checked there.
So, did we miss a clue, or was like the book the clue that there might be stuff hidden around? Or
No. There are no clues about any of the stuff hidden around.
Yeah.
And again, only one of my parties has ever gone looking for them. All the other parties that have participated in this have done it normally. So,
Did they just have, well, again, we weren't that tactical. Fair enough. But do they have more magical firepower, or is that?
A little bit more magical firepower. That certainly helps. And just a bit more tactically minded.
Yeah.
And that one's difficult to rate. But there you are. Now, the different endings, there are actually 10 different potential slashers, each with a different weakness, each with different powers, each with different things. So, ending A is the aberrant horror with the spaceship. And then the other slashers that you could potentially face, well, we won't say.
And is that DM's discretion, or did you roll a die at some point to figure out which one we were doing?
Because the aberrant horror is an easier puzzle to solve than the other ones.
Okay.
Because you just have to find the spaceship, you just have to blow up the crystal.
Yep.
And so, for the purposes of a one-shot, I've chosen to run the aberrant horror.
Yeah, that makes
Cool.
sense. Cool.
Well, this was a lot of fun, and I really appreciate you leading us on this journey.
I feel like I high whatever high is around.
And it is fitting for the season finale that everyone died.
Yeah, the end of the season. Well done.
Yeah.
End of the season. All right, I do hope that you all had a good time. And
Thank you for running.
Not a problem. It's now getting late for all of us, so I will bid you. Before I bid you adieu, we need to go around and one last talk about anyone's projects, get those plugs in, and then we can close the show. So, Mimi, got anything?
Yeah, absolutely. If you would, please go and subscribe to the Transverse on YouTube. And if you're not already following us on Twitch here, please give us a follow as well. And we look forward to putting out a lot more of these kind of fun shows and different stuff as well. Check out all of our content in our catalog. We're constantly working to update things here. So stay tuned to the Transverse, please.
Ben, got anything?
Yeah, on Tuesdays I am with Haya in a quest where we are doing trans tales here on Twitch, and we're trying to dismantle capitalism.
Very
It's a good
nice.
time. It's a high level
All right.
campaign. It's really fun.
All right. Dina.
Well, I'm playing in our ongoing Thirsty Sword Lesbians campaign here on the Transverse. That's the fourth Friday of every month. So we've got one coming up in a couple of weeks. And that's about it. I occasionally host SideQuests, but not for a while. Like I said, we're going to be going on hiatus now and sort of recouping, rebuilding, and making it better, stronger, faster, less TPKs, hopefully. But we'll find out, hopefully, towards the end of the year or early next year, whenever we get everything together.
All right. And last but not least, Alice.
Yeah, as Ben mentioned, I'm in a weekly D&D campaign here on Twitch. Also, if you haven't had enough of me and Ben doing horror, we were recently in a Call of Cthulhu campaign that I DM'd. Call of Cthulhu one-shot that I DM'd. That's on YouTube. That is the Call of Cthulhu. I am Butterfly Astrophysics on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch, and the D&D Beyond forums. And that's what I'm working on.
All right. So one last plug for DM Charlie Gaming, which is a group of professional DMs. We run high quality games for people, and you can check out our Discord. And
I'll put a link to it in the chat.
a link to it in the chat. And also, and this is big news for me personally, on Tuesday, Drive Through RPG, my very first published 5e adventure module, is going to be released and available for sale. It's entitled The Wreckers. And for those of you who played in it, we'll remind, yep, there you are, should remember. And yeah, it's actually going to be available for sale on Tuesday.
Yep. And we
Excellent.
have the playthrough that DM Charlie himself ran on this very channel.
Yep.
So if you want to see the video before you run it, or don't look at it if you're going to play in it.
All right. With that, I will now truly bid you adieu on this Friday the 13th.
Yay!
Thank you
Good
so
night.
much.
Good night. And thank you for playing.